Hey everybody, it's Eric with Low VA Rates, again here to help educate anyone that can. Today I'm speaking specifically to real estate agents, realtors, anybody that's out there selling homes, but this is going to help those that are buying, those that are interested in using their VA benefits in the future. I want to talk about 5 ways that real estate agents can serve veteran home buyers. Okay, there's probably a lot more than 5, but I like my top 5, right? Top 5 ways real estate agents, I'm just going to put can help veterans. I'm not going to put it there, I'm just going to say it so I can focus on you guys. You get the point. These are the top 5 ways that real estate agents can help veterans. And if you are a real estate agent and you're trying to figure out how can I help more veterans, well, just follow along with these 5 tips that are going to help you better meet their needs. Now, one of the first things you can do, and this isn't even part of the 5, this is like a side note, wear a red shirt, red pants, red hat, bright red lipstick. Every single Friday, you should be wearing red. I guess not everyone will want to wear lipstick. I don't care if you wear lipstick or not, but wear something red in a way to show the veterans, just like we do here at Low VA Rates, that you support them, that you love them, that you're so glad that they do what they do. Red is a way on Fridays, remember everyone deployed, for you to just show your support. Speaking of red, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel or any of our channels that you find yourself perusing and scrolling through. Subscribe, because that way you're always going to be able to be one of the first people to learn the things that we're putting out there, like the top 5 ways that real estate agents can better serve our veterans. Tip number 1, understand the VA loan process, okay? It's really hard to serve our veteran community if you don't even understand the VA loan, okay? That's what our whole channel does. Our whole YouTube channel and our website and everything else is to help educate you. So as an agent, you can't do a lot of the things on the loan side if you don't understand the process. We want to help you prepare for some of the quirks and some of the unique experiences you might come across when helping someone, especially a veteran, I should say, to buy a home with their VA loan. Now, to just give you an example of what I mean, here are just 2 small examples. The first example are appraisals, VA appraisals, and minimum property requirements, also referred to as MPRs. That's what the MPR is, the minimum property requirements. And these are like a set of standards all homes must pass in order to qualify for a VA loan. And if you know what these standards are, you're less likely to go out and show a veteran a home that's not going to even pass the VA's minimum property requirements. This is going to save both you and the veteran a lot of time and energy. In addition, knowing the timeline for the VA appraisal will allow you to account for that when you're writing up the offer. Let's talk about just a second small example of understanding the VA loan. Let's talk about the VA's property requirements. Sounds similar to the minimum property requirements, but this is a bit different. When it comes to property requirements, I'm talking about property types. There are a few VA quirks about property types. If your veteran borrower wants to buy a townhome or a condo, that is allowed as long as it's on the VA's list of approved developments. Now, veterans can also purchase manufactured homes, but the manufactured home has to be taxed as real property sitting on a permanent foundation. Okay? The veteran's also able to buy single-family residences, multifamily properties, but do not go show multifamily properties that exceed 4 units per property. So, number 2, understand the veteran, okay? Not just the loan, but understand the veteran, okay? Understand your client. Veterans and service members are part of a very unique community. They often have their own specific needs that they want to get out of their home. The more you understand them as both a community and as individuals, the better you can help them meet those needs. Now, an example, if you're helping an active duty service member find a home, you might want to consider things such as the resale value. Is it in a home that's desirable so that if they need to resell it quickly, if they receive orders to PCS and move to a new location, that's going to happen? What about rentability? A lot of our service members plan to keep the home when they do move, but it needs to be in an area where there's a pretty good demand for rent. Digital tours. If the veteran currently lives at another duty station and they're unable to see the properties in person, how are you going to help them see the home? Consider that. Now, there are potential PTSD triggers that some service members have because they've been in combat and they struggle. This is a real problem. You'll need to know the common triggers to help find properties which will avoid some of those PTSD triggers. For veterans that have been separated from service, you will want to understand and be able to help with things such as finding adapted housing. That's if the veteran you're helping has a disability, then you're going to want to know how to find homes that accommodate their needs. What if they want to apply for grants? We get this asked a lot of time on our YouTube channel. In the similar vein, knowing how to help a veteran apply for specially adaptive housing grants to convert a home could be useful to you. You can see the more information you get, the better off you are. Now, PTSD triggers, which I've talked about, avoiding things like loud neighborhoods, near freeways, barking dogs, for example, this will help you make sure that the veteran client is comfortable in the home long after the closing. Finally, when you understand the veteran, you'll be able to connect with them more authentically and avoid sounding tone deaf during the process. Everybody wants to feel seen beyond just being a business prospect. The more you get to know the veteran outside of just trying to sell them your services, the more you'll understand them in an authentic way. Let's talk about the third tip. Get MRP certified, okay? 3, MRP certification. You need this if you want to know our top 5. The National Association of Realtors offers specific training to help you realtors better help veterans and active duty service members. This training and this certification is a great way to get started down the path of helping more veterans and service members get into homes. It teaches you the basics and provides a strong foundation on how you can better serve them. It can also help veterans find you the potential real estate agent. Let's go into the fourth tip. Encourage them to use the VA loan, okay? Now, if you've done everything I've talked about up until now, you're going to be an expert and you're going to think, well, of course I'm going to encourage it. But there are a lot of agents out there that are discouraging veterans from using the VA home loan. Many of you out there have misconceptions about VA loans and why you don't want them and why you don't want to deal with them. Please don't be one of these agents. Let's quickly go over some reasons why the VA loan is so good. Veterans and service members are entitled to it. It's their benefit, and it's an incredible option. They're going to save thousands of dollars on the loan in terms of lifetime interest and closing costs. Historically, VA loans have one of the lowest default or foreclosure rates out there. And finally, VA loans reduce the homeownership barriers that so many people are facing. So instead of perpetuating these myths, here's what you should do. Actively work to disprove these myths. Educate other realtors and even sellers out there about why they should accept offers that include VA loan financing. Inform your veteran and active duty buyers about their VA home loan benefits if they're unaware of them. Believe it or not, many leave the service never being educated on their home loan benefits. Advocate for the veterans and the VA loan. It's one of the best things that you can do for your VA client. And the fifth and final tip I want to go over, recommend qualified, high-quality VA lenders. Who do you think I'm going to put in that group? Recommend VA lenders. Now, if you're watching this video and you're more educated and you're more of an expert now than you were, 6-7 minutes ago when I started, and you don't recommend low VA rates, I got a bone to pick with you. Please recommend us. We love working with our veterans and we're very good at it. But you should have a couple of recommendations out there. Please don't put us up against a non-VA lender. Not only are we going to make them look bad, but it's not helping the veteran. Get a couple of recommendations out there, one in each back pocket that you serve up each time you find a veteran who's wanting to buy a home. We really, really hope that we're going to get every single VA loan out there, but we don't. There are other great mortgage companies out there that help veterans the same way we do. We just want to be in the conversation. When you have a few lenders that you can encourage your client to use, you're going to end up getting them a much better deal also. Now, you're going to want to do your research, make your recommendations based on things like, do they have automatic authority from the VA? Do they have a LAP approval from the VA? Just because they've got red, white, and blue all over their website and they say they do VA loans, we've got some videos on our YouTube page that will help you determine whether or not they're actually a good, experienced VA lenders. LAP approval and automatic authority at least indicate that they've done a minimum amount of VA loans, they have a minimum amount of net worth, and they know what they're doing. So it's not going to help your client, but it's going to help you, right? By not putting an offer on a home and then working with a lending institution that moves slowly, gets confused, and screws the whole thing up. Okay? So at low VA rates, we'd love to be your top recommendation for every VA buyer out there. Feel free to call us. We don't just talk to veterans and buyers. We'd love to talk to you, the real estate agent. You guys have been busier, as we all have, in the last few years, and economists feel like the home buying environment is going to be strong for a few years to come. So let's get in contact. We'd love to work with you. You will work with our licensed loan officers, and together we're going to prove why we are great at what we do and why veterans should be using their VA home loan when they're making offers to buy a house. Thank you for watching. This is Eric. I hope to see you here next week where we can give you a lot more information on VA home loans and all the benefits that come by using them.